All right, I'm gonna do the ARKit face tracking for this model. So for the website that I use as reference, I use this one. I'll have the link in the description of the video. You can go look at it. It's in Japanese, but like it has Google translated in English. So it's kind of broken English, but we'll make use of it. I think it's the best reference that I've seen. All right, so for the first blend shape, we have the brow inner up, just raising the inner eyebrows. You can see here in the reference how it looks. Raise the inner part of the eyebrow a bit, and then also a little bit of the upper eyelid. And raise the inner eyebrow. Have a mirror editing on, and just raise this part. You can either do it in sculpting mode. If you turn this all the way up, you can do it in sculpt mode, or just go into edit mode and do it, whichever one you want. And raise the inner part without touching the outside. And that's it. That's the first one. Already 1 out of 52 of the way there. Next one, brow down left and brow down right. So we can just do the left one and then copy the motion over to the right one. Right, brow down left, turn off symmetry because we're only working on the left side, and just move it down. That's it. And now to duplicate it onto the other side, in object mode, turn it up. Here, new shape for mix, and it's gonna create a shape key from all of the ones that we have activated, and then we can just go here and mirror shape key. And now it's mirrored. Now it does say, oh, it's because of the tail. Right. I'm gonna separate the tail for this part. I'll just remove all of these things, and I'll combine them back when I'm finished rigging. I don't get that the error message every time. Remove. Let's see now if I mirror shape key, 6 failed, almost there. Edit mode, select everything, snap to symmetry, and now there we go. Finally we have it. We have brow down left and brow down right. Next shape key, brow outer up left, and it is just raising the outer part of the eyebrow, and then when it's combined with brow inner up, it should basically look like you have raised our eyebrows. Something small that I wanted to add that I found out after I recorded the video. By checking this button over here, you can have 2 shape keys active at the same time in edit mode as well, like you can do in sculpt mode. So you can also use that if you want. Just gonna select this in edit mode. I can fix this part. Let's see, it's still. So that's that one. We'll turn off the brow inner up, and then new shape for mix and mirror. Then we have the one on the right too. Next one, we have all of the eye movements. So first one is eye look up left. What I do is for the eye look up and down, just grab the whole thing and move it up, and also add a little bit of like eyelid movement. So I'll grab like this edge and this one here. Oh, yeah. And give it a slight movement as well. Maybe make it the selection a bit larger. Like that. And so when you're looking up, you have a bit of the eyelid movement as well when you do it. Copy it over to the other side. Now I look down left. Same idea. We're gonna select this and move it down. When I do this, I try to keep the pupil not like behind the eyelid, so you can always see the pupil. And again, do the same thing. where you are moving the eyelid down a bit this time. Usually when you do like eye animations, the top part of the eyelid will move a lot more than the bottom one. So we can give this one a small down movement, but the top eyelid like almost always moves more than the bottom one. Then we'll mirror it over. I look in left. Now, so for the side eye movements, what I do is I do still just move them, but I also add a bit of a rotation. So I'll move it to the left on the x-axis and then also rotate it a bit like this. Now let's look at that. So it has a bit of a rotation, like an actual eyeball that's rotating around. Now I think the eyes are a bit too far back into the socket, so I'm gonna move them forward a bit in the base shape key. Move them like this. Yeah. Then that's the look ins. And same thing for the look out. I look out left. Move it right a little bit and rotate it on the Z axis. I can give it a bit more here. Like that. Let's see how it is combined with the I look in right. I think maybe I rotated it a bit too much. Okay, yeah, that looks better. Now we have the eye blink left and eye blink right. Okay, we'll hide this part so we can see the whole eyelid, and I'll move it up a bit. Again, for the blink, you want the top part of the eyelid to move a lot more than the bottom one. So it's gonna meet like, if this is the eye, it's gonna meet like around here. Let's see, select all of this, move it down. It's gonna look a bit ugly for a bit. What we can do is turn on vertex snapping and move them like this. Or maybe I'll do edge. Like that. And then we'll bring the eyelid down so that it covers up all of the ugly stuff over here. So it looks good. You can also use sculpt node a bit to smooth it out over here. It doesn't need to be like perfect because we'll have the eyelash like cover up all of the ugly stuff. And you can go with the in sculpt mode and smooth it out a bit over here. Then I'll unhide the eyebrow or the eyelash, I mean. Move it down and flatten it a bit so it's more like the shape of the eyes closing. There we go, something like that. I can go and back and make it a bit more pretty. Go and refine it more, but I'm just gonna use the blink that I already have made that looks better. Also, on a side note, something small you can add for the blink is the pupil expanding. So as your eye closes, making the pupil larger. So move over here and then let's make it a little bit larger, and it makes your eye look a bit more alive. But I'm gonna just use the blink that I already had made, that I put like more time into, and it just looks better. To do that, I'm gonna select the right half, or I guess the left half, depends on your view, and go and select and click side of active, and you can see it just selects everything on the right side. Then I'll do Control V, blend from shape, and go to the blink one that I already had made. And that's it. That's how you can copy movements from blend shapes that you already have existing. Now I squint left and right. So the squint blend shapes are kinda weird because they get mixed in with together with the blink. Like the squint is just gonna be your eyes closing down a little bit. But if you're blinking like hard, it can get mixed in with the blink and they start like clipping into each other and it looks bad. So I recommend making the squint shape key very, very subtle. Not something like this, right? More like this. Very, very small squint. And then after I do it, I'll test it together with the blink to see that it doesn't get clipped into each other too bad. And let's see, together with the blink. So you see there's a bit of clipping in here. I can go, and while I'm hovered over the eye squint left, I can try to fix it a little bit. Actually, I can go here, select these edges, I'll just do it with proportional editing and just move them back a little bit. And now they don't clip into the eyebrow. Now this is a pretty extreme case to have both eye blink and eye squint at 100%. It's usually around like 70%. So like this, it looks good. But you should make the squint pretty subtle, in my experience. All right, eye wide. So for this one, we're just gonna make the eyes widen up, but again, we'll make the upper part move more than the lower part of the eyelid. And we're also gonna we're gonna shrink down the iris and the pupil a little bit to make it even look more of a shocked, surprised face. So we're gonna grab the top part of the eyelid and just raise it a little bit. Like this. We can also take these parts on the sides and move them a small amount. Like that. And like this. And then the lower part, I'm gonna move it just a little bit. Like that. Make sure we don't want this part of the eyelid to show. So I'm gonna move this down a little bit so that it's covered up. Okay. And we're gonna shrink down the pupil and the iris. Shrink them and then make the pupil a bit larger so it looks like you have a dilated eye when you're scared. Like that. Alright, next one, cheek puff. So it looks like this, just your cheeks puffing up and your lips coming together a little bit. This one I'm going to sculpt mode and take the inflate brush and can I inflate? I'm gonna turn on the wireframe so you can see it. Oh, also remember this one you want to have it symmetrical. I'm gonna turn on the symmetry, turn cheek puff to 1 so that you can edit it and then start puffing up the cheeks over here. And also with the grab brush, I'll move the lips closer together. Like that. There we go. Can make it a bit more exaggerated because it's kind of hard to see the cheeks on a model like this. So you really need to exaggerate it to see the cheek puff. Cheek squint left. So for this one, it's gonna be kind of like a smile. we raise the corner of the mouth and also raise the like inner lower part of the eyelid. Turn off symmetry. Move this up a little bit and also this part up. Like that. Next one is nose sneer left. It's frowning of the left nose and eyebrows. You can't really see it on this model, but here you can see it. He's raising his like his nose with the eyebrows going down and the eyes squinting a little bit. It's kind of like an angry expression. You know, move this nose up a little bit, like that. Frown the eyebrow, so move it down like this. So it gives off the angry vibe of an eyebrow. Close the eyes a little bit up here. And lift this up a little bit. And now he's angry. The sneer left. Oops. And sneer right. I'm just copy pasting the names from the website, so I don't have to type them out. Alright, next one is jaw open. Now, usually what you can do, if you're lazy, is just copy the... If you already have the vice seams made, you can just copy this. This is basically jaw open. So you can just take this, copy it, and name it jaw open, and that's fine. Actually, I'm just gonna show it because for the tutorial. So what I usually like to do is I'll have do I have it? Okay, I do have it. I'll have a vertex grouped that I call jaw. It basically selects the lower part of the jaw, all of the bottom teeth, and the tip of the mouth. And then I'll go put the cursor around over here, change it to 3D cursor, and then just rotate it like that. Oh, forgot need to have symmetry on, like that. And then in sculpt mode, I'll go over and like inflate over here a little bit, smooth it out, and fix like the corners of the mouth, like that. And you can like style it to how you want your character to look like that. I'm gonna jump a bit forward here because like this next blend shape like relates to this one. So I'm gonna like skip over to it and I'm gonna do mouth closed. So the mouth closed shape key, it looks really weird and freaky, but you have to know that it only activates together with jaw open. So you'll never just have the mouth closed active by itself. So you can see here it looks really freaky, right? But basically what it does is it gets combined with the jaw open to have like a chewing thing, chewing expression. Like your kind of like this, kind of like what I'm doing. So it's very easy to do it. What I do is I select the lips and do like Control plus a couple times. Select all of the bottom teeth. as well as the tongue. Then I'm gonna go to the shape key, Control V, and then copy jaw open with the -1 instead of having it at 1, like this, so it looks the same, kind of. You'll have it at -1. And then it looks freaky right now, but remember it only gets activated together with the jaw open shape key. And now I can go in here and correct it a little bit. You can also move this part up. Like that. And then I can drag on both of them so that I can control both of them and test it like this. So you see it's basically just the bottom of the jaw moving with your mouth staying closed. That's the shape. And it kind of looks like he's doing like the Giga Chad mewing face a little bit. Right, so after jaw open, we have jaw forward. You move all of the jaw forward a little bit together with the teeth and the tongue. So same thing, I'm going to use the vertex group I had to select everything. I have symmetry mode on, so it doesn't really matter that I don't have this selected. I'm just going to move it forward a bit. Doesn't need to be too much. And to be honest with you, I can never get this like shape key to activate, no matter how hard I try. Let's see if I can do it. It's like, I don't know, I can do it. Maybe you can. Maybe it's a problem with me, but I can never actually get it to activate. No, jaw left. Same idea. You just take the whole jaw and move it to the left. Now this one we do want to turn off symmetry. And you're gonna move the bottom of the jaw to the left. Doesn't move too much. But yeah, for the jaw movements, just want to emphasize that you want the jaw, the teeth, and the tongue all to move together. Right, mouth funnel. Looks like that. Basically, your teeth stay closed, only your lips are moving, and you're kind of doing like a circle with your mouth. Your lips do move forward a little bit when you do it. So I keep the corners of the mouth closed and touching. Then I only move like the inside part. Like that. And I can go and smooth it out a little bit. This is also another shape key that I don't really know how to activate on using my face. It's kind of hard to do. But a lot of these shape keys, they don't really activate like all the way. They go maybe 20-30% of the way together with other shape keys while you're talking and doing things. So you don't really get to see them activate at 100% ever. It's a more subtle thing. Oh, also forgot. You want to move the lips forward a small amount. Kind of like that. So I'm gonna smooth this out a bit over here. Next one, mouth pucker. This one is just your lips closing together. Okay, now for this model, because it has it's a canine, the lips go behind the teeth, if that makes sense. Like, so I can't just grab this and take it to the left too much. Or maybe I can, because it will get it will clip into the teeth. So I'm gonna move it forward and also to the middle, inward, like that. And it also moves the lips out a little bit. All right, so the next blend shape is mouse left and mouse right. So here you can see just like moving the mouse to the left, pushing the corner a bit more than the rest of the mouth, and lifting it up a little bit. In edit mode, I select the lips like that, and with proportional editing, turn off symmetry. Move it a bit to the left, rotate it a bit. Oops. And then in sculpt mode, I'm gonna come over here and push it more. And then here I'll just inflate it a little bit to correct the mouth so you can see the teeth. Yeah, and that's mouth left. We can copy it over to the right. Now the next one is a bit not complicated, but the website here shows the wrong example. The video here is inaccurate. It shows the upper lip going down and in front, but this shape key is more like you're biting your top lip, and same thing for the lower. You're pushing your lower lip inside and like behind your teeth. All right, so we're going to edit mode. I'm gonna select these faces. So these faces of the lip. Try to only affect the lip and not other parts of the mesh, like the nose or the lower lip. Just gonna push it in behind. Something else to do is give it a bit of a rotation like that. Let's see. Yeah, just looks like you're biting your top lip. And same thing for the lower. You're gonna grab the bottom part of the lip and just push it behind the top lip like this. I'm gonna go into sculpt mode and inflate this part to fix it. There's like three main brushes that I use: the inflate, smooth, and grab. Those are the three big ones. I also use draw and crease sometimes, but that's about it. All right, next shape key: mouth shrug upper. So let's look. Lift your upper lip tightly. Works in conjunction with mouth shrug lower to create a closed, frowning mouth. So, go into edit mode and start lifting up the top lip. Make sure when you're lifting it up, don't just move it like that on the Z axis. You also want to move it forward a little bit as it goes up. And we're gonna create the mouth shrug lower now, so I can work on them both together, because they work together with each other. I'm gonna stay in sculpt mode and then start working on the mouth shrug lower. Bring it forward a bit. And bring down the corners of the mouth. Make sure if you are swapping between working on the bottom and the upper lip to swap over here on what you're editing in the shape keys menu. So I'm gonna swap to the upper part and work on this lip a little bit. And then swap to the lower, move this corner down a bit. To the upper again. Let's push this inside a bit and then bring everything forward. and I want to have it give it a bit more of a rounded thing. So he looks sad. I think this is gonna go back a little bit. Then you can see how they look together, like that. Next shape key, we have mouth closed, but we already did that. So you can skip to mouth smile left, just lifting up the corner of the mouth. On a model like this, what I like to do is I'm gonna combine the ears into the body mesh. I'm gonna add some ear movement together with the smile. So let's see. Very simple. I'm gonna use turn off symmetry. Let me grab the corner of the mouth and lift it up. And what I like to do is I'm gonna grab these, and but you also want it to affect these parts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all of these, Control I to invert the selection and then hide. Then I can select this and rotate it how I like that. No. Alt H to unhide it, and you can see the smile. Next shape key we have after the mouth smile is the mouth frown. Same idea. We're just gonna grab the corner of the mouth and bring it down. You can also do a similar thing to what we did with the smile. So we select all of these, invert, and this time we bring the ear down a little bit. Next one, mouth dimple left. Pull the left corner of the mouth backwards, open your mouth even wider to the side. So we can look at here. It's a small amount, but if you look at it from the side, it shows the wrong side. If you look at it from this side, you can see it's moving backwards a little bit. So go into the shape key, and we're gonna move this a bit to the back. And a bit to the side. Without really moving it up or down, really, just to the side. Move it back a little bit more. Next shape we have is mouth upper left. It's basically raising the left half of the top lip, and together with the mouth upper right, you can see it's kind of like this one. It's kind of like an M shaped or a peanut shape, I think, as they call it here. And you're gonna raise the left half. You're gonna move the middle line too, but because it gets mirrored over, both the left and the right shape key are both gonna lift up the middle vertices. So you wanna be careful on how much you move them. You wanna be like a bit more conservative on how much you move them, because they get moved doubled on both shape keys. Now let's see how it looks combined with the right side. Looks okay. We can bring this side up a bit more. Like that. Smear it again. Good. Next shape key. Mouth lower down left. Same concept. We just move the left side of the lower lip down. And you want to be careful with how much we move the middle vertices. Let's see how it looks mirrored. We can move it down a bit more. There we go. Now I want to move this a bit more inside like that. Okay. That should be good. Next shape key is mouth press left and mouth press right. It's kind of like a smile, but you are not really creating the like point. You're not like making it pointy. You're more just pushing that whole corner up. And we're just gonna take this and move it up. We're not gonna push it back or anything like that. We're just gonna move it up. Next shape key, we have mouth stretch left. Kind of the same, you're moving the corner of the mouth down this time. You're just gonna choose this corner. Move it down a bit, rotate it, and push it to the back. Like that. It's supposed to look a bit like a disgusted face. Is how I interpret it. And let's see it together, mirrored. Good, that's kind of what we aim for. Then I'm gonna go here and smooth this part out a bit. There we go. And mirror it again. Very nice. And last one, we have tongue out. Stick the tongue out. Now you have to remember that when you stick the tongue out, you're also opening your mouth a little bit. So by itself, it will look a little bit weird, but you will combine it with a jaw open to really get the tongue out like expression. So I'm gonna create a new shape key, tongue out. I'm gonna open the mouth with jaw open. And just go into edit mode and select the tip of the tongue, like here. Push it forward, rotate, and move it down. And we'll see it now together with the jaw open. We have the tongue out. And because the tongue is moving together in jaw open, it should also go up and down together with it. And that's it. Now the work is not over yet. We still have more optimization to do for the shape keys. What we can see right now, they work pretty well. Still we have to go back and change a few things, as well as adding the vicings for the mouth movement together with your mic. But this is the start and the explanation of the basics of getting the ARKit done. I hope this video helped you, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer everything. Goodbye.